So the letter K is silent at the beginning of English words before N. Examples are know before N, K-N-O-W, knowledge, we have knife, we have knock, we have night. So, night, knock, knife, knowledge are all examples of words where the letter K is silent. Next is the letter P. The letter P. The letter P is silent in the following words. Now we have psychology. For psychology, we have Sam, we have pneumonia, we have receipt, psychiatric. Alright, and so we have a few other words where the letter P is silent, so you study them and pick this. For instance, in core, the P is also silent in that word. But there is a funny thing. The letter P is usually not silent after M. Let me show you what I mean. You know, B is usually silent at the end of words after M, but P doesn't. The word tempt, especially when you're given words like this in examinations, this word is tempt. Tempt. That is to say, the P is not silent. Here is empty. The P is not silent. It's rare for a P after an M to be silent in the English language. So take note of that, especially in examination situations. In your normal expressions, you might not release the P, but for examinations, you must be sure not to mistake it to be silent. Okay. We look at the letter T. The letter T. Quickly. The letter T is silent. T is silent in the middle of words between S and L. Right? These exposures are not always there. So take advantage of the way we present these lessons. These are there, but you hardly find this detailed analysis in your regular textbooks. Now, here we have T is silent in the middle of words between S and L. Examples are castle, S and L. Castle, hustle, bustle, whistle, wrestle, all right? Let's pronounce once again. Say castle, hustle, bustle, whistle, wrestle. Please do note that in the word pistol, the T is sounded. I don't like it when people overgeneralize. That is, you think that because this is like this here, it must be like this. Then no, this is pistol. Pistol, sorry. This is pestle. It should be here. Mortar, pestle. Okay, now we move to another letter, the letter H. The letter H. The letter H is silent in the following words. Say not a hair, an air. Say honor, honor. Some people will say honorable. That's wrong. Honorable, honorable. The H is not sounded. We have say vehicle, vehicle. Vehicle, the H is not sounded. Vehement, vehement. The H is not sounded. I. The H is not sounded. So let's pronounce honor, honorable, vehicle, vehement, I, and perhaps honest. Honest. So take note of these words and realize that the H is not sounded in them. And listen to my pronunciation of the letter H. Most of us say H. The letter is pronounced H. H, not H. Alright. The letter R. The letter R is silent before a consonant. I think that's the easiest way to put it. The letter R is silent before a consonant. That's why we usually say that it is not sounded at the end of words. For instance, if we have car, the word car in isolation, the R is not sounded. But because of what I'll teach you a while later, what we call the linking R, it is better I say that R is not sounded before a consonant. So take it that way. The letter R is silent before a consonant. So here is car. Now, here is heart. So you see, R before a consonant. Hers. R before a consonant. Bar. The letter R is at the end. No word is in isolation. So bar. R is not sounded. Far and father. R is not sounded. But like I said, there is a behavior that will release the R that was once silent. This is the reason why in dictionaries you see transcriptions like the ones we have here. The dictionary would transcribe bear like this, having the R in bracket, because it will come a time when that R becomes active. So let us look at what we call the linking R. The linking R. The R at the end of an English word becomes active if the next word begins with a vowel. When I mean a vowel, I don't mean a vowel letter, I mean a vowel sound. Please, we've said that in our lessons several times. The letter is different from the sound. A vowel letter may be at the beginning of an English word, but the word begins with a vowel sound. So note that. Now we are saying that the R at the end of an English word will become active if the next word begins with a vowel. That is what we call the linking R. Now, if I have for and I have instance, for ends in R, which should have been silent if this R, a for, were in isolation, on its own like this. For does not go as for, except you're of American accent. Now, but in this phrase, we have for instance. So the R becomes active because of the vowel E. For instance. Alright? That's what we mean by the linking R. This R is sounded to connect the next word. Other examples, you hear things like overall. Overall. For example, the Super Eagles, that's the official football team of Nigeria. The Super Eagles. So, don't be shy. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are at the competition. Okay, the car is parked outside. The car is parked outside. Alright? Bear in mind that he is blind. Bear in mind that he is blind. So bear, the R is sounded to connect in. Alright, this is what we know as the linking R. Well, the R has another special behavior which phoneticians tag the intrusive R. The intrusive R. Okay, let's quickly talk about that. The intrusive R occurs when R that was not part of the spelling of a word suddenly appears because of the presence of a vowel in the next word. Look at here. Now, IDEA is idea. Now, idea does not have an R, but sometimes you notice things like idea of. Idea of. So, in idea of, an R suddenly appears between idea and of. That is what we call the intrusive R. Other examples could apply where possible, but right away, this is a typical example of the intrusive R. Okay, so we have exhausted our lesson on the silent letters. Read more to open up your knowledge on the issue at hand. Always remember to be with us, for we have what it takes to take you to the height you want to attain academically. It is ISIFE EDUBLOG. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for being part of the lesson.